We have different varieties of the African black nightshade. As I told you, it's called managu, or in my language it's called osuga. Can you guess which tree this is? Okay. So we have a variety that has very tiny leaves like this, and we also have a different variety that grows very big leaves. When you go to the supermarket, because seed companies have they harvested the seeds from the wild plant, because it's a vegetable that is very high in demand and people love it because of its high nutritional value. You find black nightshade with such big leaves. But the original weed, the original black nightshade, has very tiny leaves, this one that grows wild. So I don't know how this one grew so close to it. Then you'll see some seeds will turn black, some seeds will turn red. This is interesting. How these two grew side by side, I cannot understand. Because this is clearly a different. You see, this green is a little bit lighter. This one is usually darker. Look at this stem, and then come and look at this one. See? Look at the clusters of the seeds. Look at this. Then come and look at these clusters. They are fewer. So looks like this is the the modified variety. This is what you easily get in the market. I haven't given a tour of my garden because there's so much work to do. So at different points we have the weed. So I just go around the garden checking. This is managu again. You can only use edible weeds to create a weed tea. Don't use any poisonous weed to create a weed tea. Make a foliar spray and spray on your plants. Just make sure whatever weed tea you're making, the original weed is edible. So here you can use the black nightshade, you can use saget, you can use the terere, the different weeds that are edible and they are nutritious. They have a lot of nutrients you can give to your plants. Forgive me for the loud noise because of the construction. So this is all we need to make the weed tea. You need water. So we are going to use, this is like a 10-liter jerry can. You need a container with a lid. So I'm going to reuse this. We no longer use it because it's spoiled, but it's good enough to be used in the garden. See? So it has found use today. Then I'm going to use this net. I'll show you why you need this net. I want to reuse it to show you. Then something to just cut the weeds, either your garden scissors or a knife or whatever, if you want to cut it by hand, as you please. That's all you need to make the weed tea. And for this lid, whatever you use, you make sure that it can allow air into the container where you're going to place your weeds. Lots of fruits. This is a small one. So it has roots going deep inside. So this is what we're going to reuse to give nutrients to our plants. Oh! Look at this. The big one. See whether I can. Oh! The roots have gone too deep. Ah! Ah! Let me try on this side. Ah, yeah. Ah, ah. Oh my. Look at this. Ah. Look at this. Look at this root and this. See? This looks like it's a taproot just going deep inside. This one was so hard to pull out because look at the roots. Yes, and I told you the seeds turn black. Look at this. Right now they are purple. See? So this is the original edible weed. We're going to chop it. Small pieces. Wow. I almost fell. Trying to get it out. I almost fell. Oh my. So let me get the rest. I don't think this one is that hard. Aye. Okay. I tell you, the drama in this garden never ends. That was a good workout. So I'm going to just chop it like that. You just chop it into pieces. You see? I think I want to save some of these seeds that have already turned color. It's always good to save mature seeds if you want to grow some more. I'm going to save these seeds. At least they have started turning color. So after chopping this up, I have one final ingredient to show you to make your weed tea rich. So with this weeds, you want to supply some magnesium, we want to supply some iron to our plants to get rid of that yellowing. Is this faster or slower? Get it in there. This time is not even sharp. I think I'm in a rush to finish this. I have to save on time. Ninja style off camera, like this. Before I go ninja style off camera, let me try using my hands. Like this. Like this. Because now I need to finish this. This part is so hard. Okay, this one you can't. So, it's working. It's working actually. See, it's faster. So I'm going to have some stained hands when I get out of here. Look at this. I had no problem. It's not poisonous. It's edible. These are edible weeds. So I've chopped it up. Ninja style off camera. So if you get to this last part is so hard. It's woody, it's hard. So I'm going to leave it. This I'm just going to put it into the compost. So this, you're going to fill it here. So let's get the last weed we need to add to this mix. So this is the last ingredient for our weed tea. We are going to add some grass. which is a good source of potassium. For the other weed, it's a good source of magnesium and iron. So now we want to add a source of potassium into our weed tea. So this is what I'm going to remove. I really need to do some garden cleanup. So my target is to get at least something like a kg. And this is like good enough. Once I add the grass, it will be good enough. Also for this container, I only need to have 10 liters of water. So I'll be preparing it because you can only use it after at least a week, once it's fermented. So grass is rich in nitrogen, potassium, so that's what you're going to chop up to your mix. Here, all chopped. Off camera ninja style. This is how you want it to be. So the final step, I'm going to add water. So the use of this bag is to make sure that when you add water, they don't float up and pour out of the bucket. So this one is just going to hold it down so that we pour water after you fill in all the chopped grass. So you want to keep this container far away from your kitchen. So I'm going to place it here close to my compost pit because it's going to give off some smell. It's fermenting. If you want to fasten the process of fermentation, you can add a liquid that has yeast, a drink that has yeast. So it's ready. So this will allow, this space here will allow air to go through. See? Give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to support me, to help me reach more people. I need a cold lemongrass drink after this. It's been a good day in the garden. So, see what I was explaining to you. Suppose I did not use this net and I just left the cuttings in the bucket. They would float up and pour. If you use this net, at least it holds them together in and they are not going to pour over when you add water, because I'm going to add just a little bit of water. Just a little bit. This bucket is broken here. So this one is going to hold it here, allow some air here. So because it's coming a little bit higher, you just put a stone, one or more, to hold it in place. And that's it. Because you want everything to be submerged in water, we want the tea to be conk and nice. So in a week's time, I'm going to open up the bucket, but daily you just come and move it around. I'm not going to be touching the liquid because it stinks. It stinks really bad. So I just come and move it around like this to make sure there's enough air going in for the aerobic bacteria to do the job and give us a good fermented tea for our plants in the garden. Thank you for your support. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to help me reach 500 subscribers. Thank you for your support. Until next time, let's create a food and garden heaven. Thank you. So add some stones like this. See? It has already started changing color. Uncover it, keep it covered, but make sure it allows some air to go through right here. See? So today is day 12. The stones fell inside. So this is what we are going to dilute and give to our plants.